Good, and now we are getting into the stepping down. So you could say this is the same patterns, the same conditional factors, the same mechanics as stepping up, but it's a bit different, yeah? Especially because you have the possibility to apply uncomplicated body weight transfer, also a little bit of a helping hands of leverages to bring you up. But we want to bring you down without this little jumping element. Yeah, and jumping element always means when there is a little uncontrolled phase in it, which you cannot freeze. Yeah? So if the obstacle, and that's always also perfectly matching if you have about knee height, yeah, and you are stepping up, and you cannot produce the force out of your thighs, everybody will instinctively do something like this. Yeah, this leverage acceleration called body weight transfer. Yeah, and on the way down, it would look like this. It's exactly the little distance I cannot bridge with the mobility. I have to use stability aspects, and this, for example, body weight transfer. Okay, so we skip the stepping up just for now. Normally you combine both, and we go into the stepping down. So what you should work on is the conditional factor of alignment of the leg and of mobility of ankles, knees, and hips. The limiting factor will be the ankles. This is why you are focusing on this, and this is why we choose the exercise for mostly ankle mobility. Okay, so what you are doing is you can lower yourself down as far as possible like this. Yeah? This may also remind you on a technique called pistol squat, but it is, in this case, a stepping down pattern. So yeah, so what we want is you need to step down as soft as possible. That means you need to find a height that is matching your mobility conditioning. Yeah, so for me, it is a little bit too high. So where I can prevent me from this little drop jump is when I lift my heel, stay on the forefeet, and then it gives me another few centimeters of lowering my center of gravity. And then you have a very nice combination of two conditional factors. It's on the maximum flat feet lowering, it's the ankle mobility. And as soon as you have to shift your body weight to the front foot, it's getting into ankle stability. So you have these two conditional factors again in one exercise if the performance needs to be improvised, for example. Yeah? If you find the right distance, you can just work on the mobility. Yeah? If it's a little bit higher, you have to add something. Okay, show you again. Yeah, so I would lift myself down like this. This is the end of my ankle mobility, and now I shift forward onto my ball of the feet. My knees are also coming forward, and this is inflicting much more stability than if the height would be perfect. Okay, if you cannot access this forward stepping up and down, you have the possibility to do this sideways. Yeah? When you do it sideways and you really want to step up, always calculate in that there needs to be a space for the other leg coming up, and then you have the same pattern up and the same pattern down. As you see, there is just this little body weight shift which needs to deal with non-alignment. Yeah, and the rest, as soon as my foot can press fully into the ground and you feel already that stability is sufficient to stabilize and lift your center of gravity, yeah, it is getting into alignment. Good, but again, as The reason it is not very problematic to your joints is that they are bent, and in bent, non-alignment is not a big thing, except you load it with very heavy load.